In case you haven't heard, we have a bunch of people about to be knocking on our door very soon. It's kind of fishy that they're coming right now. I'm going to tell you how to look at this thing. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Quam Teasy with the Christocrats and the Red Pill Reality, here with another video for you guys, talking about pop culture, politics, and how it affects the believer as a Christian, and how we should respond to what's going on. You know, lifting the veil and the cloak off of our eyes so that we can see things as they are, not as the liberal utopia they want you to try to go after. So let's talk about it. First of all, y'all don't judge me. I know they're 1-6, but I love my Giants anyway, no matter what. I know they're 1-6. I know. And they were 1-6 last year around this time, but I still like the Giants. I liked them since I was a little kid, so don't judge me. Now that we got that out the way, so people are coming from Honduras. First, it was about 4,000 people. Now the estimates are up to 7,000 to 8,000 people. It's almost doubled. It's doubled. Walking from Honduras with a goal to get here to America. If you haven't been living under a rock, you know about this. Now, what's interesting, let me paint this picture for you. What's interesting is how, the situation surrounding all this. Now, what's going to happen, I'm telling you what's going to happen. Whether this was promoted by the liberal left or it was just a spontaneous thing that happened, the timing of it is pretty interesting. It's right before the midterm elections, which is going to be in about 2 weeks. And not 2 weeks, which is going to be, it's going to be soon in November, early November, November 6th. And they are on their way coming. Now, the whole Brett Kavanaugh thing, which was, you could tell was tried to come up to make people vote, to get people riled up and angry, and to try to stop his nomination to the Supreme Court until after the midterm elections, thinking that they're going to have some hope for some sweep. They don't really believe in the Lord, believe in God, so I don't know how they think this is going to happen, what miracle, who's going to give them a miracle for this to happen. But they're trying to do that. That didn't work. And so the next thing that I thought they were going to do was they were going to bring up some racial something between some cop killing or shooting a black person or something like that happening. Because we haven't had one of those in a couple months. And and I don't know if you noticed, but every several months, something like that happens in order to gin up, and they do it just at the right time to gin up people's division against each other, or a school shooting will happen or something like that, very conveniently. But that hasn't happened yet, although there's been a couple of instances, but they haven't had the real impact. So you got all these people coming up from Honduras, and they're going to get to our border in 2 weeks. That's what it is. They're going to get here in 2 weeks. And they're walking from Honduras to the U.S. border through Mexico. Honduras and Guatemala. 7,000 to 8,000 people. Now, if you've seen pictures, I'm sure you have, take a good look. Freeze frame one of them pictures, and you'll see that it's from the pictures we've seen, it's mostly dudes. And they're healthy-looking dudes. Now, why is this very fishy to me? Why is this fishy to me? Because number one, to get 8,000 people to move anywhere is a great, humongous undertaking. Think about that for a second. You think that 8,000 people just decided that we're just going to all get up and walk to America from our country? It's a month and a half long journey by foot. We're just going to pack up and go. No food, no directions. We don't know which way really? No one leading us. Come on now. Who is feeding them on the way? Who is helping them medically on the way? Who is giving them water on the way? Who's helping them with their children on the way? What about women with sanitary issues? How are they getting directions? Where are they sleeping? Who's telling them to start and stop? Is there a leader or is there not a leader? Who told them to do this? Where are they going? How do they know? What are they going to do when they get there? They got to Mexico, and the Mexican government was supposed to stop them. I don't know why we trusted to think that they were going to do that. I come to find out, a friend of mine, acquaintance of mine, told me that they researched and found out that it was actually Mexico that paid for their brand new tents that they're able to sleep in. This is a plot, yo. This is a plot. Now, whether it was planned or they all just kind of picked everybody up as they went along and it kind of snowballed, the leftist, liberal, progressive people are going to use this, or trying to use this. They're going to try to pin on Republicans that, once again, that we're evil, mean people, and we don't want to bring refugees running for their lives. And they're doing this typical thing that they always do. They don't want to talk about all the other situations, putting it in context. What did they? Why are they coming now, particularly now in November when the elections are here? That's pretty fishy. 2, who's paying for all the peripheral things that need to be paid for, the logistics of this? 3, how in the world do they know where they're going and where to get and how to get there? And 4, and most importantly, if they make it here, what's going to happen if Trump sends the National Guard there to stop them from coming in? Like, I'm afraid, we need to pray, Christians. We need to pray about that God's will be done, because I'm afraid that people are going to get shot. Things are going to happen that are not going to be pretty, because they're going to push the envelope. If they push their way through Mexico, then what's to stop them from doing it here? And if they don't push their way through, then how long is it going to take us to process all these people? Once again, it's going to take a long process, and they're going. And I'm warning you guys now: the liberals and the left, they're going to gin it up and make us sound like we are the worst people on the planet because we're trying to enforce these laws. See, they're trying to force our hand. They're trying to force our hand and force us into a position that they want us in. But don't let it happen. So here's my advice, my quick advice: when you're talking about this, make sure you talk to whoever you're talking to. Lead with compassion, but bring truth. Let them know that, if they want asylum, then they don't all come at the same time. That's not how things normally happen. And if they want asylum, they're going to have to go through the process, and not all of them are going to get through. Period. Point blank. If they want asylum, they're not going to come and try to force their way into the United States. It's not going to happen. Otherwise, they are trying to invade. Basically, they're going to invading regardless of our laws or not. And so we got to be firm. We have to be truthful, but we have to be compassionate as well. Nobody wants to see people dying in a bad regime or whatever, but they got to do it the right way. Just because someone is homeless and hurt and beat up doesn't mean you're going to let them in your house automatically without finding out what they do. And that's the thing. I tell people, if you're so against it, against us protecting our borders, then you let them into your house. Call the government up and say, hey, I'll take 5 refugees whenever they get here, and I'll pay for their lives, and I'll pay for everything they're going to do. Let them come and stay at my house. If you're not going to do that, then do this. Zip it. Zip, zip, zippity, zip, zip. Anyway, so that's my take on it. Just be awares. I want y'all to be awares. Maybe think about just think about what's happening, what's going on with it, and who's behind all this stuff. Let's pray for their protection, because a lot of them are just in the dark. They're just trying to come here to get a new life or whatever. Some of them, is rumored that some of them are getting paid. Let's just pray for their protection. Pray that they have a change of mind. Pray that the president has the guts and the gumption to actually send the guard down there, and that we protect our borders, and that people would know that you can't just abuse and force America to do what you want them to do. But we love them as well. We pray that God protects them and keeps them, and that the situation in their country would be better. If they would adopt capitalism and do it in the right way and have checks and balances like we do, then they would raise up as well. So anyway, once again, I love you guys. Yes, I'm a Giants fan. Will always be a Giants fan. But I'm praying that they do better next game. At least win another game. Anyway, so we love you guys. Go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you like our content. I pray you do. You keep coming back for more. We got more videos coming up. Thanksgiving's coming up. I got some big news that I'm going to be announcing pretty soon here for you guys. And we got some great things. So But just remember, love God and hate sin, and we're not left. We're not right. But up.